Okay, welcome students to Future Guide Academy with me, Mr. Perry K. And for those that are in grade 9 class, even grade 8, you can follow along. Today we are looking at how can we write a composition. And the composition that we are focusing on today is narrative composition. Now, before we go into details on narrative composition, we want to see a composition in general. Remember, composition writing mainly we focus on three parts, which is one, the introduction. Two, we are focusing on the main body. And then the last part, which is conclusion. Now, this one will guide you through all the compositions that you can come across. The introduction part, the main body, as well as the conclusion. In most composition, the introduction consists of how many paragraphs? 1. And then the main body can consist of 2 to 5 paragraphs, depending on the points that you have. And when we are concluding, we'll have another paragraph. That is what you're supposed to know as you're in grade 9. So whenever you're developing your composition, be it a narrative, descriptive, report writing, an article that you're writing, or whichever story that they can ask you, be it a letter, formal, informal, all those, these, if you have them in mind, they will guide you through to be able to write the best composition ever. Now, let's now focus on today's composition, which is narrative. Now, what is to narrate? When someone asks you to say, what is a narrative composition? To narrate something is simply to tell about something. So a narrative composition is a type of composition where you explain or tell us about a particular thing that happened, be it an activity or an event. Now, remember to say there are different types of events. Now, as you are narrating, there are certain things that you're supposed to focus on. One, ensure to say you write a title, and then in the introduction, tell us what event or activity happened. That is in your introduction. Because you are narrating. So the one that is reading your story should be able to know, probably on the title, be able to tell, oh, this one is talking about that. Now, as you are introducing, you are telling us what is it that you want us to hear. Because when you are narrating, there's someone that is supposed to listen probably. So what is the event or what activity are you talking about? Now, as you are narrating there, now in the development, now there are other things. One, what exactly do you want to emphasize? 2, why is it interesting? Why is it what? Interesting. What to look at? To look what? To look at. So those that are following are supposed to know what is it that we're going to focus on in the story that this person is telling us. So, like, what is the interesting part? What to look at? How things happened on that particular what? Activity. All these will be developed in the main body. And then fourth, on your conclusion, you sum up all the ideas and points. you sum up all the ideas that you have, as well as all the points that you have written in the main body. All those will be in your conclusion. And from the conclusion, people will know to say this person was talking about this or that. Let's have an example following all the steps that we have. We are not going to write a composition, but we are going to raise what is it that we have. Narrate a story. That's a question. Narrate a story where you heard been taken to Livingstone. Narrate a story where you had been taken where? To Livingstone. Now, on your title, you say my trip to Livingstone. My trip to Livingstone. Well underlined. In your introduction, what are you going to put? You are going to emphasize what is the activity. You are narrating a story about what happened when you went to Livingstone. So you are telling us on a particular day, that day, we went to Livingstone. So people will know to say in the story that they are reading about, you are telling them about your trip. Quite alright, under this subheading, it can look as if it's a descriptive, but you are not describing the entire trip, but you are just telling a story of what happened in Livingstone. In the main body, you can talk about what you saw, you can talk about what happened along the way, you can talk about how you felt, and even exaggerate some moments, because you're just narrating, remember, and some people are supposed to be interested in whatever story that you are giving. As you conclude, you can say, all in all, the trip can be described a wonder or a memorable event that ever happened in your life. So people will know to say, then, your trip was very interesting. So remember to follow all the stages that we mentioned in composition writing, specifically narrative composition. And if you've got any question, be free to ask. And remember, like our Facebook page, and do not forget to subscribe. Future Guide Academy YouTube. Thank you very much. See you on our next lesson.